What's up, guys? It's Jared Genesis here. So this is my top 10 all-time favorite video games list. In this video, I'm not necessarily going to be talking a lot about games like Halo or, games like that. It's mainly games that were special to me as a kid. I'm from the old school, before Halo, before stuff like that. Also, I'm from the old school too, and I need to say this. Back in the old days, games were much more about story, and these days, with a lot of games, it's not so much. A lot of people just like to play, online multiplayer. And back in my day, it's like it was just you in the game, and it was a very sacred thing to me. So you were immersed in a different world, and you wanted that world to be something very special, and that's why I love story mode. And I'll never, funny thing though, I just want to say real quick is the thing about me is it. I don't even really play story mode much anymore because I've just played so many amazing games. Although I do sometimes watch games on YouTube, but these were still games that were very special to me, and I just have to list them because they're so awesome. And a lot of you guys probably won't know some of them, but here we go. Anyways, so number one, I'm sure most of you do know, Super Mario Brothers 3. This was the first game that I owned. I played the crap out of this game. I mean, I played the living crap out of this game. For a platformer, it was just so good for its time. And yeah, I love that game. Even though, the story was simple, it was just being part of all those different worlds was so cool to me. You didn't have a whole lot of that in different video games, to have so many different kinds of worlds, adventures to go on, and yeah, it was just an awesome game. So Super Mario Brothers 3, it's got to be my number one. By the way, this is really in no certain order. I would have a hard time choosing, but um, yeah. So number two, it's got to be Metal Gear Solid. Metal Gear Solid was amazing for its time. It revolutionized gaming. It gave the character a story. It gave everyone a story, and the dialogue was amazing. Just a truly amazing game. Can't say enough good things about it. Just an awesome game, man. So much fun playing that game. Number three would have to be Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider was a game too that I felt revolutionized gaming. It was one of the first 3D platformers, and it was amazing. I mean, for its time, it was truly amazing. And best memories I have of playing the first one, cave crawling, just never knowing what's gonna pop out at you. It was really cool, and it was kind of scary too. So. Yeah, Tomb Raider, awesome game, man. Okay, number four. This is a game not a lot of people know about, but it was a game called Snow Brothers. Snow Brothers was a puzzle game for the NES. I had a lot of fun playing that with my sister. It's a really awesome game. You just had to turn everything to ice. It was just you zoom up to the next level, and it was a really fun, awesome game. I love that game, Snow Brothers. By Capcom. It's worth like $200. It's a very rare game. But all right, so number five, Bonanza Brothers for the Sega Genesis. This was a stealth game too, but it was just a kids game. It was a silly game, but I loved the crap out of it. The co-op mode was really cool, and yeah, it's just a really fun game, Bonanza Brothers. So that's number five. Number six, I'd probably have to say World of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. This game was just very magical to me as a kid. It really sparked my creativity. And I have games like that to thank, for who I am now. I consider myself a very creative person. And it's thanks to games like that. So thank you, Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck, or whoever created, that game. Amazing game, just truly amazing and magical. All right, so that was number six, I believe. Number seven, I'd probably have to say Quackshot. Quackshot was a very awesome game to me. I love the crap out of it. Also a Donald Duck game for the Sega Genesis. Big Sega fan, by the way, if you haven't noticed. I loved Quackshot. It was just a really awesome game. I played the crap out of it. You know, I loved Donald Duck as a kid. He's one of my favorite characters, so it's very special to me. So Quackshot, number 7. Number 8 is, I'm going to have to say, another platformer, a game called Kickle. It was a very magical game to me. I don't know why, but it was just really fun. It was a lot like Snow Brothers, where you turn stuff to ice, but in a way it was different. You had to figure out more complex puzzles. Snow Brothers, you just shot shit and you got zoomed up the level, but yeah, Kickle, amazing game. So that's number 8, I believe. Number 9 was a game called Blazing Dragons, and this game is just hilariously dumb, but I loved it. I loved it so much. It was just a fun puzzle game, puzzle adventure game. It was very quirky and silly and corny, but I love the crap out of it, and I played that game quite a few times. I love that game for some weird reason, so that's why I got to add it to this list. All right, so number 10, number 10. I'm gonna have to say a game called Skitchin for the Sega Genesis. It was just a really cool game where you're on roller skates or rollerblades. It's a race to the finish, but you can use weapons and you can do tricks, holding on the back of cars. It was just such a freaking cool game, man. I mean, it was so freaking cool. I have so many special memories playing that game. Um, you know what, though, guys? I think I'm going to have to switch one of them if I can do that. I'm going to switch Quackshot because I already listed a Disney game. I'm going to replace that with a horror game. We'll add something interesting here. This is a horror game called D for the Sega Saturn, and I had so much fun playing this because it was like the first real scary game that I ever played. And it was very special to me. I have a lot of special memories playing that, you know, getting scared out of my wits. And yeah, whoever made that game was a creative genius. I mean, it was so cool. I love that game so much. I'll never forget that game as long as I freaking live, man. D for the Sega Saturn. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed my list. Again, I'm sorry that I probably left stuff out that you thought I should add, but you know, then again, guys, I am my own person, and we all have our own favorites. You know, we all have stuff that makes special memories for us. I'll give some honorable mentions, though, really quick. Just a few honorable mentions. You know, Super Mario World for the Super Nintendo. I had a lot of fun playing. It was a really awesome game. I don't know. Metal Gear Solid 3 was amazing. I probably do love it almost as much as the first one, but I have more special memories playing that. You know, it's just I could actually go on listing a lot more. So I guess we'll just make those two. One more honorable mention though is a game called Medal of Honor Underground. This was the first shooter game I ever played for the PlayStation. It was really cool, man. It actually had some stealth missions too, so it was kind of like Metal Gear Solid in a way, where you're just one person fighting an army. And yeah, it was a really cool game. The first Medal of Honor games, they were actually like solo missions. You didn't have an army with you like the ones these days. And yeah, they were very, I feel, revolutionary for their time. Oh, one more honorable mention too is a game called what was it? Army Men. Army Men were like these little plastic, you know, men, that little plastic toys, and you could fight each other, you know, like on really cool environments, like in a house or in the backyard. I had a lot of fun playing that game too. It's just a really awesome game. And one more honorable mention I'm gonna list is Bubsy. It was a platformer from the old school, and I don't know why people hate this game. It's just because it's a trendy thing to do. You know, people like John Tron and Angry Video Game Nerd talk about them, but I love the shit out of Bubsy, and I'm from the old school, so I'm allowed to say that. It was a great game, man. The ones for the Sega and Super Nintendo, they were great games, and I had a lot of fun playing them. So I have no problem listing those as honorable mentions. But yeah, anyways, guys, thanks for watching. This is Cherry Genesis. Hope you enjoyed my list. See you guys later. Peace.